Laura tagged me to do a video, so here it is. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlie, and today I'm going to be doing the NaNoWriMo Survival Kit Tag, which, like I said just a moment ago, I was tagged to do this by Laura Nettles. So if you haven't already watched her tag video, I will link it down in the description. So please forgive the screen in my glasses, but I need to be able to read the questions. All right, let's get started. Question number 1. What are you working on for NaNoWriMo this year? Okay, so I'm being a bit of a rebel. This video is scheduled to go out just after my announcement trailer, which hopefully you got to see. It was insanity. It's stupid and I love it. I'm working on a lit RPG or a game lit novel, depending on how you want to apply the genres, called Crypts and Wyverns Rebirth. And it is going to basically be set in a magical world, kind of a steampunky world where most things that need to be done are actually accomplished by magic. And so the people who are in the world need an escape. They need something to do. And so they use these escape keys to travel into an alternative dimension, which is controlled by various mages to play massively magical role-playing games. And shenanigans ensue. I don't want to give any spoilers, but shenanigans ensue. I'm very excited about this project, and I hope y'all like it too. There will be a link to the site for it down in the description as well, because I'm not only writing a series of novellas based on that, also creating the tabletop role-playing game. So I'm very excited to say you will be able to play this game as well. So yeah, I'm very excited for this year's NaNoWriMo. Question number 2. What apps do you use to help you write and stay motivated? I'm fairly basic when it comes to these things. I use Scrivener to write, and I don't know what I would do without Scrivener. I really don't know what I would do without Scrivener. It helps me to keep myself organized. Also, I've created quite a few custom templates that I use for writing my stories and telling my stories. I don't know if you would consider it an app or not, but I'm also using World Anvil for a lot of this. A lot of the world building aspects of this and the game construction aspects of this are going to be built over on worldanvil.com, which is a website for world building that I absolutely love. Beyond that, I don't really use too many apps. One of the biggest ones that I use is an app called Pause, which I absolutely love. It's not a free app, but it is a Taoist meditation app where when you go to do your meditation, it creates, see that little dot on the screen? You keep your thumb on that dot and you have to keep moving it. And as you're moving it, it plays music. And you set it for the timer, and you have to keep a steady, constant motion and stay focused on that steady, constant motion for the whole time. Get back into focus and go again. The timbre of the music changes. You can do it with your eyes closed so that you know what you're doing. It's a very good app for increasing focus. So I use that. Beyond those, I use Story Origin to keep track of a lot of my time in writing. And I have, until recently, been using Story Planner for a lot of my notes and stuff, but it developed a weird glitch that hopefully will get fixed lately, so hopefully I will be using it too. Question number 3. Where do you like to write, and what's your favorite writing spot? My favorite place to write is actually back in my office, which right now is in a state of disrepair because we're switching rooms that it's in, which I hope actually works for the best, but who knows. I love working back there. I love writing back there. It's difficult because my back and legs don't often like me sitting at the desk because I have a tendency to hunch over, and that's not good for anybody. But I generally write here because I can make myself sit up straight and have good posture and not hurt my back as much. So this is where I write, but I prefer to write in my office. I actually prefer to write at a cafe with like noise and coffee and talking, which is why I usually have live streams on in the background, and I prefer the chatty ones because the chattier, the more work I get done. I'm weird like that. Question number 4. What are your writing space must-haves? Candles, pillows, favorite notebook, etc. Well, my personal must-haves, one of which I'm not going to show because I've never shown it to anybody and I'm a little bit paranoid about it, is a dragon that I have kept with me ever since I started writing, and I'm not going to show that to you. I have a 4-bar tea light lamp that I often will light to get myself ready for the day. I have my Bob up there, which I don't know if you can see him, sitting up there judging me from on high. I always keep him around. And I have this statue of Ta that I always keep on my desk when I am writing, because he was the craftsman god. He was the god who created the world, and I kind of use him as a stand-in for my muse, and I have on occasion been known to yell at him when the muse chooses not to show up. Beyond that, I generally have music on in the background. I make playlists for each project. Currently in the midst of making a playlist for the current one because I have certain requirements for what I want it to sound like. It's going to be a lot of chiptune music and a lot of kind of 80s synth music, because that just feels appropriate, with some Within Temptation and others mixed in, because it needs to have that epicness that's going to be in there. So yeah, there's that, and I'm very excited. And I think that's just about all of my must-haves. I do generally keep my journal stacked next to me for writing ideas on, but beyond that. Question number 5. What are your favorite drinks and snacks to have when writing? This is a hard one. I am not a big snacker. I should be. I know for a fact that the year I kept almonds on my desk when I was writing, I got a lot more done because my energy level didn't dip as much, but almonds got expensive. So I don't really do that anymore. I love my teas. I have a lot of rooibos teas that I kind of rely on for getting myself through the day. I have a tendency to over-caffeinate if I'm not careful, so having a nice red tea that tastes really good. Really like the caramel apple tea from Republic of Tea. I have one of those just about, well, when I'm saying just about, I have one of those every day because I absolutely love them. I do have a bottle of Takai, which is a really nice Hungarian wine that when I have a really good writing day, I reward myself with a glass of that. But drink responsibly and only if you're over the age of 21. Question number 6. What are your favorite writing distractions, i.e. pets, TV shows, etc.? I guess I would have to say my husband, because he has this uncanny knack of knowing exactly when I'm about to start writing and to come into the room and start talking to me right then and there. Like, he will have nothing to say all day until the moment that I'm about to start writing. Like, I finally got myself in the place, I set the timer, I'm about to go, boom, he's in the room. So that's a fun distraction from writing, because it's always because he thought of something weird, wacky, or funny. So I rather enjoy that. I am just grooving right now on both the Vampire Diaries rewatch and the Downton Abbey rewatch, because I don't know, that's my happy place right now. So I guess that I don't really have any good distractions right now, other than, I guess, streaming might be a distraction. I don't know. I work way too much, which my Millwordy numbers show. Question number 7. What are your favorite ways to get back on track? Okay, so as far as getting off track and getting back on track and trying to stay motivated, 1, music. Music. Finding the song, band, vibe that resonates with the story that I'm working on always seems to help with me. Generally, I will find a music video that helps, that there's just something about it, even if it aesthetically doesn't resemble the story at all or the world at all. Often I will find a music video that for some reason resets me and gets me right back into the place that I need to be, and I will watch that. In the past, on previous projects, I've used the poetry of Rumi to get back on track, because I find the spaciousness of either Rumi or Kabir, well, especially Kabir, to kind of open my mind up in a way that allows for thoughts to come back in. I also do a creativity meditation meditation. I have a video on my channel about the active imagination version. The other one, I don't have a video on my channel, but it is actually the creativity meditation that's in the Headspace app, where you imagine a speck of light growing and becoming more spacious and just kind of sitting with it. And that has been really helpful to kind of open my mind up and get me into a place where I am capable of writing. Question number 8. What are your writing rewards and milestones? Okay, I don't really have any milestones set up for this project because it's kind of in an amorphous state right now. I sort of want to get 2 to 3 novellas done, and I want to get all of the basic first round of world building done, as much as I can at least. So my main goal is to get 50k in this world done, at least for NaNoWriMo. Now, I wish I had set up milestones. I would have been a lot smarter to set up milestones, but because I am still figuring out exactly what I'm doing, because this idea came to me so late, I don't have any of those. I wish I could say I had something set up as a reward for when I win, but unfortunately I don't-ish. There is a new Funko Pop of Papa Nihil the Fourth that comes out, I think, December 3rd, that I'm probably going to pre-order as I'm allowed to have that when I finish the game. So that'll probably be the only reward that I get. Money's really tight this year, so I'm not as capable as I have been in the past of doing that. I'll probably also get myself a bottle of chocolate wine, have that sitting back for celebration when I finish, because I like a good bottle of chocolate wine. And number 9, tag 3 friends to do this tag. Okay, so I'm going to tag Heather Dewey Pettet, Bonnie Phillips, and what the heck, Meadow Lamoreaux. Those are the 3 people that I am going to tag for this tag. I hope you learned something. I hope that the way I'm get through NaNoWriMo will help you out in some way, shape, or form. And yeah, until next time, as I always end all my videos, remember, Black Lives Matter, Black trans lives matter, trans identities are valid. Take it from you, BB, we're valid. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. That helps the channel out a lot. And if you really want to help out and you have the money to do so, my Patreon and Ko-fi are linked down below as well. So thank you so much for watching, and may you have the courage to ride your dreams into reality. And don't forget to have the fun. Bye.